we thought as we continue watching, or at least building up to the start of that memorial service, it might be worth just reflecting on the kind of trauma I imagine some of the pupils in that area might be feeling at this moment. So let's welcome our guest, Dr. Deliwe Kumalo. She is in fact a psychology of education with the University of South Africa and joins us now via our video link. Dr. Kumalo, it's great to have you with us here on the SABC News Channel. Thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. And I suppose, let me begin by just asking you, a week down the line since we heard of this tragedy taking place in Naledi, what stands out given your area of study when it comes to giving some kind of counsel to the children in that area?
Good morning to your viewers and condolences to the bereaved families and the community. What stands out is that as a community, we need to understand that a community in a township, their grief is collective, and we need to provide immediate emotional practical support to these children and the family and the community itself. So these children need to be able to feel that they are in safe spaces and be able to express their feelings, especially when you say that, because you just highlighted that it happened before last year. Now it's a recurring thing, and trauma is now being multiplied in a sense that these children lose their friends, they lose people that they see every day. This is very traumatic to them, and they need to get psychological services that can alleviate these experiences for them and the community itself.
Absolutely. You know, losing a loved one at any stage is difficult enough, but I suppose what complicates this particular grief is just how young these children were. You know, it's not just mourning a life lost, it's mourning dreams, aspirations, who these kids, the parents were hoping they would become. It certainly is complex.
It is definitely complex because now a future has been cut off. And if you look into communities or you look into how we culturally are inclined as a community, we normally look into our children as a future and people who will be able to elevate us from a lot of problems in the family, being it financial, economical. Now, if this is cut off like it is happening, it is really devastating for both the families and the communities, because our communities are normally collectives. So whatever happens to one family, it actually affects the whole community. And as a result, that is why maybe we're seeing how involved the community gets to be in such instances where they feel that they're losing a future through this poison, this food poisonings. So it is a grief that is showing adversity in so many ways that we need to address it in a crucial way, because these tragic deaths are a point of, you know, they are somehow making people to feel hopeless. It feels like there's no help. It happened last year, it is happening again. Will it happen again? And how is the community supposed to go on living and maybe feeling fear that this might be happening again? So it is a justified, sometimes I could say a justified reaction of what they're doing. However, communities also needs to be taught on how to deal with such when it happens to them, because we need restorative ways of dealing with these problems. And we need quite a lot of different stakeholders to come into play to make sure that we don't experience such in communities.
Absolutely. Such an important discussion, and one which we hope will continue to take place as that community comes to terms with what's happened. Dr. Deliwe Kumalo, we appreciate your time here on the SABC News Channel. Thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. Dr. Kumalo is a senior lecturer at the Department of Psychology of Education at the University of South Africa. That's UNISA.